Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. And today's video is going to be like one I did a couple videos back, which was that my ponds were devastated by Hurricane Helene. And so, if you haven't already checked out that video, I'll pop up the thumbnail right here. And I also will link it down in the description. I do recommend checking that one out if you haven't already. And so, if you did see that video, you know I walked around what was pretty much left of the ponds at that point. And so this video is going to be about my other pond, but it's going to be a different style. So I don't have barely any videos, which I do have a few. So I got a bunch of pictures and everything that I'm going to pop up in like my trail cam videos that I do. I put me in this corner and I'll tell you all about the pictures and everything, pretty much react to it. So let's get straight into this one, y'all. Alright, so first thing right here is the bridge, which this bridge is actually standing, but one of them isn't. I think I did get a video of that, so let's push up to see and go through. And then this is the river, which you can see the banks and everything are just all tore up from the water going up and everything. So now, this is a house, which I will go ahead and zoom in. But you can see it got completely blown out right there. And then the creek used to be like, probably like 10 foot wide, and then now you can see it's all shallow and everything because it's just all blown out. And then all this stuff and everything is just off a bunch of houses and stuff. You can see, which this is not the pond, this is just the area of the pond, like around it and everything. And here's the bridge again. And then here's a bunch of stuff at the end of the bridge, just like fences, mattresses, just a bunch of stuff. And then here's a bunch of debris. So you can see it's a bunch of like signs and everything, which pond that I do go to has a dog park, and that's like the dog park sign. So all this black fence right here is pretty much dog park is pretty much the dog park. And then on this next picture you can see a little bit more there. And then there's like 2x6s, which I think people were walking on because the water was so high. And then you can just see, which those are 4-foot chain link fences, and you can see the water was over that, so it was at least, I'm not sure because I wasn't there, but I'd say probably like 12 foot. And then, okay, so this is the main pond right here. As you can see the huge power line right there. And then this is somebody's house. I think it got washed across the road through the dog park over to here. And you can see it's just in a pile. All the insulation and everything, it just sucks. There is water in here, but I'm not sure if the fish are even in there anymore because they wouldn't have stayed that deep with it rising like that. And then I don't even know. So I just don't know. And then this next one right here is that's a different angle of that house, pretty much crushed up. You can see there's a transformer in there and everything. It sucks to see all this like this. You can see. And then this right here is, so this there's a pond, and then pretty much across the road a little ways there's a creek, and this is what this is right here. You can see down through there. It's got all tore up and everything. It's pretty sad. And this is some more of the dog park. You can see like the huge stumps that just rushed in, tore the chain link out of the fence, not even in the water anymore. And then right here, this is pretty much where you park, and then you can see this little fence that's all covered up with stuff. That was pretty much like where you can't go past there, where you can't drive past there or anything. And then the pond is up over here behind. Here's another picture of the river, which I'm just zooming in, showing y'all. Just, it looks terrible around here right now. This is what I was talking about, like the gravel parking lot right there. And then what I was talking about is a little bit past those trees, there's a big creek, and that's where the creek is. And then here's a better look at the dock. So there's somebody's couch, or like recliner, it looks like. And then I think that's the little tree that I used to fish that I caught a lot of bass on because it was just covered and everything. And so right there where you guys see that bench, that's where the dock started, and then it went all the way in the water, probably like 20 feet out, and now you can see it's just, it like came all the way back, and it's just on land right there, which it's pretty much destroyed. The front piece looks like it's pretty decent shape, but the back is destroyed right there, as you can see. And then here's just where they've been clearing out and everything, getting debris, looking for people that might be trapped, and everything like that. And then this right here is one of the roads they've been clearing, as you can see. And then this is another view of the river with all the debris on it. There's pretty much like no river anymore, it's pretty much no water at all. So here's some more of that picture. And then this right here is another one. And then here's another thing of the dock closer, as you can see. Just crazy, it just got destroyed like that. Here's a little bit of a closer up picture. And that's like the floats that stay on it so it don't sink and everything. It was a floating dock. And you can see that's where it used to be out in the water out there. And then there's like this sign right here that says all the regulations of the pond and everything. And then there's, you can see a little bit more of the pond. And that's the debris over there. And there is another pond like right beside it pretty much, and that is a private pond, so I don't fish over there at all. And then there's some more debris. There's how it looks right there. You can just see all the timber and everything piled up. It don't even look like a pond anymore, barely. It's just so dang muddy. Here's a bunch more debris and everything that got swept in. Somebody's front bumper of their car. You can see, this is the creek, and you can just see how it got blown out and everything. A bunch of trees fell. But yeah, it looks a whole lot different around here now. There's some more of the dog park. Then there's a power line actually in the pond, which they had searching teams out there for like 2 weeks straight in that little spot because it's so low right there. That's where it just flooded the most. And this is the train tracks right here, as you can see. And these train tracks around here are not usable anymore, which I have a bunch more pictures of those, which I will pop those in at the end. As you can see, it's just terrible. And then here's a little video right here. So we'll go ahead and watch this real quick. If you can hear just all the mud we're having to drive through. And you can't really tell much right here, but that is like probably like a foot thick of mud right there. See all the wet mud and everything as we were driving through it. And these over here were like soccer fields, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these are the soccer fields right there. Like none of this is usable anymore. There's like the soccer goals right there, soccer nets and everything. It's still bad around here. Even what, like 2 months later. Alright, so that is going to be the end of this video. So if you liked it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And I know it was a pretty sad video to see everything like that and everything, but that's just how it's been for a little while here. And so I will see you on the next one. Peace.